So you'll have 4 around the motor and then 3 around this little cover here. So once you remove all your screws, you can go ahead and take off this cover as well as remove the motor. So the motor is connected to this motor mount here. It's pretty universal, I guess, and you can change it from 12 tooth to 16 tooth on the bottom to 13 tooth up top. So right now it's in the 12 tooth because that's the stock pinion gear that's in there. In my brushless model, I have I believe it's a 22 tooth pinion gear. I purchased it in a kit off of Amazon. It came with 4 different pinion gears, and that's the one I had lying around, so I threw it in there. So you will need to adjust your motor to the appropriate one, and then possibly put some bushings in here to allow for a little bit more give on the spur gear. So I also went ahead and changed out the battery connector. So originally these 2 wires were connected here to this connector right here. So I went ahead and put a Dean's plug connector on here so I can run some of my 2S and yes 3S batteries. Once you do that, it'll free up a little bit more room and you won't be able to use these side terminals for the cigarette e-cig batteries. So you can go ahead and kind of shimmy out this ESC receiver combo. This comes right out, it's just in there by some tape. And you can go ahead and unplug your steering servo as well, and this is all basically one unit. So once you take out all of your brush electronics, it's basically a direct swap with the brushless system that I'm going with. I'm using this because the ESC receiver combo fits directly in where the brush system went. There isn't much room to put a separate receiver and an ESC in here along with the steering servo. You will need to switch out the steering servo with this system because it does use a 3-prong connector. The other one was a 5-wire connector here. Make sure your mesh has a little bit of room. You may need to put some washers on here or maybe not screw this down completely just to relieve a little stress off of that spur gear. Again, you're using a Dean's connector, at least I am, and I will show you where I put my batteries when I have it all set up.